CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Hey everybody, we're back! That's right, the one and only show dedicated to all high school sports in the state of Indiana. Welcome back to State Champs. We're proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University. My name is Lauren Plan, and it is indeed an honor and a privilege to bring you this show all school year long.
I'm Jenna Skelski, and we are passionate about bringing you the best high school highlights we can muster. This week we get on the baseball bandwagon along with selected action in softball, girls tennis. You won't see these highlights anywhere. In fact, our main event was a big match on the court between Delta and Burris. We're going to go in focus with the Delta tennis coach, Tim Cleland. He is one of the all-time greats. No doubt about it. And that's not all. We're never that far removed from hoops, right? Did you hear about the Hoosier Reunion Classic? We've got highlights of that, and I bet you didn't know that State Champs is also big into robotics. That's right, esports too. The Indiana First Robotics State Championships took place recently, and we'll give you the 411 of what went on and who advanced to the World Championships in Detroit next weekend. For now, just sit back, relax, and let the games begin.
How about we check out the 14th annual Hoosiers Reunion All-Star Basketball Game, played at Hoosier Gym in Knightstown, the site, of course, of one of the greatest sports movies of all time, Hoosiers. The team names, of course, reflecting the movie's legendary championship matchup, the Hickory Huskers versus the Terhune Tigers. Naturally, ladies first. Let's start with early action in the first quarter. Amaya Hamilton of Hamilton Southeastern headed to Duquesne, gets the putback. She scored 5 of the first 7 points for the Hickory squad. Back comes Terhune. Solare Starks from Homestead heading up to Michigan to play at U of D Mercy, stops and pops the three-pointer. More from the Tigers. Fort Wayne Concordia's Carissa Garcia from way downtown, 10 points in the first half. Terhune up 25-20 after the opening quarter. Back comes Hickory in the early portion of the second quarter. Sydney Freeman gets a steal, feeds it to North Central's Savia Brockington, easy layup. She had 14. Remaining moments of the half, Huskers with the final shot. Jory Allen with the missed jumper. Jordan Barga from Monroe Central delivers as time expires. Hickory went into the break leading 51-36. Terhune cut into the deficit in the third. Starks, the nice pass in the corner to Emma Nolan from Marquette Catholic. The St. John's commit hits one of her 3 triples in the third quarter. Tigers down 62-55. Jump to 6 seconds left in the game. Hickory up 2. They missed the free throw. Terhune with a chance to win it with a 3. Garcia's shot rims out. The girls from the Hickory Huskers All-Star squad hang on to win 90-88 the final. To the boys All-Star tilt, some of the best players in the state gracing this stage. Pick things up opening possession of the game. Hickory working the ball around to Blackhawk Christian's Frank Davison, draining one of his 2 threes to go with his 10 points. Back comes Terhune just a few minutes later. Colin Kennedy from Marquette Catholic going straight to the bucket. He finished with 15. More from the Tigers later in the quarter. Nathan Children from Zionsville. The nice back cut for the Bunny. He had 11. Terhune trailed 30-26 after the first quarter. Early stages of the second. DeJuan Jones was a force on the football field and basketball court for Ben Davis. The putback, team high 17 for the Tigers. We go late in the first half, game knotted at 51. Carmel star John Michael Malloy, the lefty hook, 13 points for the senior. Terhune led 55-51 into the break. Let's see some dunks, shall we? In transition for Hickory, Trace Jackson Davis from Center Grove, 2-hand flush. He finished with 20. Jump to the fourth quarter. Hickory up 106-104. Davidson the rejection, and then it would be Cathedral's Armand Franklin. Toast, meet, jam. Huskers up by 4. 7 seconds left in the game. Terhune trailing by 1. Warren Central's Manuel Brown with a chance to win. His move to the bucket just misses. The boys from the Hickory Husker squad hang on to win 114-113. State Champs is brought to you all year long by the fantastic institution of higher learning that makes up Lawrence Technological University. Lawrence Tech is in the top tier of U.S. News and World Report's America's 2019 Best College Rankings. U.S. News also ranks LTU as a best value school. So in short, that means when you graduate, you'll have a great job out of the gate. The best employers will come looking for you. Now, while you're there, you can get involved with some high-octane programs. Rev it up. Time now to take a look inside Lawrence Technological University. LTU offers several degree programs that cater towards your interests. In joining Blue Devil Motorsports, students gain valuable career-enhancing experience in competitions that challenge them to tackle real-world design and engineering challenges. Any student at LTU can join one of the teams associated with Blue Devil Motorsports. Students recently unveiled their 2019 models they've been working on all year.
Today we have our Blue Devil Motorsports unveiling. It is the day where all of the teams have to be running their vehicles in order to pass, and it's basically a send-off so everyone can come and see, and all the sponsors can come and see all the vehicles that have been developed over the past year.
Baja SAE allows engineering students to design and build an off-road vehicle that will survive rough terrain. When students collaborate together, they build a better product, problem solve, and represent Lawrence Tech on an international stage. Blue Devil Motorsports, just another of the fantastic programs offered to Lawrence Technological University students. Your college decision is one of the biggest you'll ever make. You owe it to yourself to consider Lawrence Tech. Begin at ltu.edu right now.
State Champs is your home for high school sports, and we are currently looking for sponsors who share the same passion as we do. High school sports connect communities like no other. We are here 35 weeks a year, and there just isn't anybody doing what we're doing. We can customize a partnership that includes broadcast and digital. Chris Landis is our Indiana sales manager and would love to talk to you about a variety of sponsorship options. Please send him an email at clandis@yellowflagproductions.com. We've got a little robotics, some softball, and some tennis highlights all coming up in 90 seconds.
I've always been really good at math and science, and I knew I wanted to work in healthcare, but not as a doctor. So I chose Lawrence Tech's biomedical engineering program. I've pushed myself to take internships, like this one, at a hospital in an orthopedic research lab. Thanks to Lawrence Tech's unique, hands-on style of education, I'm graduating with a published research paper and a job. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back to State Champs. Believe it or not, it's not just high school sports that State Champs is invested in. State Champs RoboZone has been showcasing competitive robotics for 5 years now. Recently, on Saturday, April 13th, we made the trek to Kokomo High School for the Robotics State Championship organized by Indiana First. 32 teams from around the state went head-to-head in 64 qualification matches. The top 24 teams advanced to the playoffs in 8 alliances comprised of 3 teams. We spoke to students and volunteers about what makes First Robotics stand apart from other high school competitions.
First is it's really friendly, always be open, be ready to ask questions, and just, you don't know something, ask, dive in there. Culture that goes around, so really, there's a really good energy vibe that goes around.
My favorite part of this competition is really just how much the fact it's a showcase of everyone's hard work and just how it all comes together with the intensity you see in the competition and on the stands. It just really shows how all the work we do here is really kind of building into something bigger.
It's a great way to start your passion in literally anything: business, engineering, 3D modeling, marketing, PR, all that stuff. You really get it all here in one place. The aspect of camaraderie that you get from all of the engineering groups together, everybody really works together, teams will work together, is truly inspiring, and that you really will find a passion for it once you start joining teams.
One of the biggest aspects of this competition is how teams and students learn to work together, learn how to solve problems, a lot of cooperation, a lot of sharing of parts and knowledge in the pits and on the field, and just learning how to be very competitive, but at the same time collaborate with others when you're not out on the field.
The quarter and semifinals went as expected as the number 1 and 2 alliances both advanced to the finals. In the end, the combined efforts of the Carmel Tech Hounds, Cyber Blue 234 from Indianapolis, and the Mackenzie Center's Kilobytes dominated the number 2 alliance. The Red Squad took Finals 1, 92-87, and Finals 2, 88-70.
This build season and all of hard work and dedication has led up to this point and enabled us to be as successful as we were on the field. And our teamwork as a whole has really come into play as we all work incredibly hard on this. It wasn't just the drivers in the field, it was all the team members working in the pits, working through build season to build a robot that could compete here and building all the logistical services that got us to this point.
I am really surprised that we won because we were at, I think, ranked 31st, and we weren't expected to be picked by the first alliance. So thank you to Carmel for picking us. It was really quite an honor.
Hard work gets you more success than anything else you can do. If you work hard at whatever you're doing, you can get there. You can get to this. You can get and be successful.
The top teams from this event will advance to First Championship Detroit next week to compete against other robotics teams from around the world. Good luck to them. And for more information regarding State Champs RoboZone, including our trip to Mishawaka back in March, go to our website, robozonetv.com, or follow us on social media at RoboZone Show.
Jenna Skalski here, and we find ourselves at the Diamond for a softball duel between the Tigers of Fishers and the visiting Shamrocks of Westfield. The Tigers, solid start to the season at 6-2, but the Shamrocks, not so much, only 2 in the W column. This Hoosier Crossroads Conference matchup ready to go. We jump to the second, and the Tigers have the bases juiced. The senior Caroline Bernhardt with the infield hit to the pitcher. Westfield cannot corral the ball, allowing a Tiger runner to score. 1-0 Fishers. The Tigers added a run via a walk with the bases loaded and still have them packed here. Olivia Stinson with the slapper that reaches the outfield as Stinson drives 2 of her teammates home. Fishers now with a 4-0 lead. Still in the second with 2 out and the bases loaded once again. Sophomore Hannah Mays hits this one and it drops short in the outfield, allowing 2 more runners to score. The Tigers increasing their lead early in the game, 6-0. To the third now, Westfield has Regan Allen on second with 2 outs as Avery Parker steps up to the plate. The infield rip too fast for the infield. Allen sets her eyes to score. The throw to the plate just short and Parker gets a stand-up double, putting her Shamrocks on the board. Fishers added a score in the fourth and now lead 7-1. And for the Shamrocks, it's Parker again striking gold with the blast of a hit that scopes the fence. Caroline Mayman will touch home plate. Westfield cooking up a comeback. 2 out and 1 on third for Savannah Arvin, hitting this one into the outfield gap, allowing Avery Parker to score as the Shamrocks cut the deficit to 4. Next up to the plate is Natalie Deck, and the freshman will deck this one to the outfield gap as well, scoring Arvin from first. Shamrocks inching back. To the 6th we go with 1 on and 2 out for the Shamrocks. And I want you to meet freshman Zoe Klink. The incredible hit to left field, and she smashed it out of the park for the home run. Give them something to talk about, Westfield within 1. But it was not enough as Fishers held on to the lead as Westfield threatened the comeback. Fishers defeats Westfield 7-6, your final. Have you had a chance to check out our collection of Winter State Championship shows online? Just on Facebook alone, we have had hundreds of thousands of views of our boys and girls basketball, girls gymnastics, boys swimming, and wrestling state finals shows. You should check it out too. You can find all of those shows on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, or our State Champs Indiana Facebook page and YouTube channel. When we come back, it's all about Delta girls tennis. Stay with us.
I admit it, I love working with money, negotiating, and making big decisions. That's why I'm majoring in finance and economics at Lawrence Tech. What's truly amazing about the education here is the small class sizes that give me easy access to my professors who truly care about my future. They even helped me get a great internship. And I was able to fulfill my lifelong dream of playing college golf. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4, Tiger on the prowl.
Flavor fanatics will do anything for our one-of-a-kind flavored crust pizza with meal deals for every budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
Since the dawn of man, storytelling has been the most effective and engaging means of communication. Whether gathered around the warm glow of a fireplace or the family television set, a compelling story has always moved people to action. At Yellow Flag Productions, the Emmy-winning storytellers behind our television programs are now helping clients create content that emphasizes their people and passions. Let us tell your story and share it with the world.
I don't think of this as a high school weight room. It's more like a high school classroom. I'm learning how to manage my time here. I'm learning that it's important to have goals and that it takes persistence and commitment to reach them. And I'm learning that the best way to lead is by example.
Indiana High School Sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Welcome back to State Champs. He's got over 50 seasons under his belt as a coach. He's got over 1,000 wins, quickly approaching the all-time wins record. Talking about Delta tennis coach Tim Cleland. His list of accomplishments are unprecedented, and he's still going strong. Let's go in focus. The state of Indiana certainly has its share of long-tenured high school coaches who have devoted the majority of their life to teaching the game they love. Delta's Tim Cleland is now into his 54th heading up the Delta High School tennis program. Boys in the fall, girls in the spring. He is in rare company as a member of the 1,000 Wins Club and is second all-time. His winning percentage is an astonishing 86%. Delta High School sports teams have won 82 IHSAA regional titles throughout the course of their 52-year history. In 27 of his 53 seasons, his group has advanced to the state finals in team, doubles, or singles competition.
I'm certainly really proud of it, proud of the program, proud of the kids. I think that I think when something gets going and you set expectations high, the kids will rise to those expectations. So they've seen it happen. They know that it can happen. We try to play a rugged schedule to expose the kids to the level that they're capable of getting, and then you just don't think any other way other than advancing as far as you possibly can.
The mindset of team first is instilled from day one, but can the pressure to succeed be overwhelming?
He's given the seniors, since they were freshmen, the ideas of being selfless and being a team player, and those seniors pass those on to the kids behind them. And so as the years go by, we just pick up on those things over and over, and he continues to model them for us himself. But as for the pressure aspect, I would say there is a little bit, knowing how successful it's been in years past, but once again, I just trust Coach Cleland, and I trust what he's telling me, and I believe that with the team backing me, that we will go as far as we can.
Coach Cleland considers a court to be his classroom. When taught and managed correctly, sport provides the chance to learn more life lessons than almost anything.
hard work or patience or togetherness, unity, support for each other, and all those things that are much more valuable than learning a sport. I can teach those things in my little classroom out here as much as anything. Tennis uses no officials. You know, generally in most matches you make your own line calls, you solve your own problems, and it's a good microcosm for where they need to be in life.
Stresses being a team player above all, and then focusing on tennis and the actual game. And it's definitely more of a selfless aspect that he approaches.
Coach Cleveland has instilled it with us since day one in practice that, you know, he'll lead us the right way. If we listen to what he says, we know that he knows what he's talking about. So when we listen to him, we know that we're set up to do something special.
Delta is the smallest public school in Indiana history to reach the tennis team state finals on 8 or more occasions. And this is all within the last 15 years. 5 times for the boys, 3 times for the girls, including last season. So, what's the Eagles' secret to success? Winning is simply a byproduct of fun and fundamentals.
First thing you got to do is have fun and work at it. The winning will take care of itself if you do the right things in making it fun, teaching fundamentals. I'm a massive fundamental instructor. That's a couple of practices a couple of days ago, we didn't hit a tennis ball for 45 minutes. Not a single ball for 41 girls because we were focusing on a fundamental that I wanted to get right. So I think if you break it down into small parts and bring those kids along, each of those kids can improve in some way, and that's our hope. So at the end of the year, they've learned something, they've had fun, and hopefully we've won some matches.
Floyd Central's Rick Miller holds the all-time tennis coaches win record with 1,024. Coach Cleveland will no doubt break that record. Records were made to be broken, especially when done the right way. I'm Lauren Plant for State Champs.
I'm Sean Beligian, and we go to Fort Wayne for some baseball. It was a beautiful day as the Snyder Panthers face off against the Southside Archers. Leadoff batter Cole Haper at the plate. He gets a game rolling. He will knock this one out to center field, off the fielder's glove, and that ball is rolling. Haper around second looking for the triple. He slides in safe. Archers have a chance to score with no outs on the board. To the bottom of the third now. Game tied at 1 apiece. Snyder has Dominic Diesler on at third with Jeffrey Tobler up at the plate. He hits a fly ball to right field. Is the sac fly deep enough to score Diesler? Yes, it is. Snyder takes the 2-1 lead. Last chance for the Archers to keep it close now, down by 5 with 2 outs and a runner on second. Panthers catcher Reese Coons with the throw to third on the steal. Got him. Game over. Snyder defeats Southside 7-2 your final.
We are storytellers here at State Champs, and we love hearing from you about high school sports stories we need to share here on State Champs. Connect with us through State Champs Indiana's Facebook or Twitter page, or on our website serving both Michigan and Indiana, statechampsnetwork.com. Spring sports are here, and like Coach Cleveland, there are some great high school sports stories we need to be telling. You can direct message us on Twitter too. The main event is next on State Champs.
I love working for Stryker.
I'm genuinely excited to come to work every day.
We support each other and look out for each other.
I love Stryker because we are like a family.
At Stryker, I own my career.
There are so many different places Stryker can take me in the next 5 years.
Together, with our
customers,
we are driven
to make
healthcare better.
Great people with a strong mission and values can accomplish great things together.
Back again.
You know me.
Pepperoni Asiago. Oh, he's so cute. What's his name?
Pepperoni Asiago.
I just want to eat him up.
Flavor fanatics love us because we invented flavored crust pizza with 100% real mozzarella cheese and fresh dough made daily. Now get meal deals for any budget.
Hungry?
Howie's!
I chose Lawrence Tech for the architecture program and volleyball team. Architecture is a great fit for me because I love math and design. Now I combine them with technology to create beautiful structures. At Lawrence Tech, I didn't have to wait until my 3rd year to start designing. Our hands-on education begins right from day one. And I'm really excited about LTU's Design Center in Detroit. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare.
Welcome back to State Champs. Hey, we learned about Coach Cleland and the Delta tennis program earlier in the show. This week, we feature the girls tennis program as part of our main event. It's Delta versus Burris. Check it out. Finally, the weather warming up girls tennis main event action. Delta and Muncie Burris. Did you see the Delta In Focus story earlier in the program? Coach Cleland and his Eagles ranked 15th in the state. Muncie's Burris looking to steal the spotlight. Serve them up. Let's begin in one singles and two of East Central Indiana's top guns going at it. In white, Delta senior Ellie Snyder. In blue, the junior Izzy Berman. Snyder heading off to Indiana Wesleyan following graduation. Backhand winner Lady Eagles looking good early on. Snyder serving well. Berman cannot answer. But don't count out Berman yet. She beat Snyder twice last year. Nice rally between the two. Izzy controlling the pace. Snyder sends it into the strings. However, Ellie takes the first. Second game now. Nice back and forth between these two. Snyder will get Berman on the move. Sweet drop shot. Clearly the upper hand to the Eagles. Berman advanced to the Final Four as a sophomore in 2018. She is controlling the play, but Snyder playing backboard. Backhand smash attempt in the net. Point Delta. Snyder simply en fuego. The rocket just inside the line. Snyder hands Berman her first loss of the year. 2-1 doubles. Delta's Maisie Hinkle and Maggie Maynard taking on the Owls. Hannah Flanagan and Emily Adamowitz. Hinkle with the slam dunk. Delta continue to maintain their advantage. Hinkle, the put away. Eagles getting the best of the Owls. Hinkle all over it. Delta wins both doubles matches. Two freshmen get it done at number 2 and 3 singles. Delta as a team goes on to defeat Burris 5-0.
That's our show for this week. Remember, State Champs Sports Network is always loading up fresh content on all of our social media platforms. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our State Champs TV YouTube channel, and bookmark our website, statechampsnetwork.com.
We're everywhere. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Easter, and we will see you next week. Do it again. State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. State Champs also working in partnership with the Indiana High School Athletic Association.